Choosing the most influential person in history is really hard because there are so many important people. But if I have to choose one, it would definitely be Isaac Newton. His big ideas in math and physics have changed how we see everything around us. Let's talk about calculus first. I know it sounds scary, something we all remember struggling with in school, but calculus is actually behind a lot of things we use every day. It helps build tall buildings, makes our phones work, and even helps predict things in the economy. I remember sitting in class trying to solve those problems and thinking about how Newton came up with all this stuff hundreds of years ago. It's amazing to think that his old ideas are part of so much that we do now. And then there's his theory about gravity and how things move. That story about an apple falling on his head might not be exactly true, but it's a cool way to remember how he started thinking about why things fall. This idea of his helps us understand everything from how the planets move to why we're not floating off into space. It's the kind of thinking that made space travel possible. Newton's influence is not just confined to the pages of history or the realm of academia. His theories and discoveries permeate our everyday life, often in ways we don't even realize. Every time you drop a pen and it falls to the ground, that's Newton's law of gravity at work. His curiosity and intellect have shaped the world we live in and continue to inspire us to question, explore, and understand the world around us. From the way we design buildings to withstand earthquakes, to the reason why airplanes can fly, Newton's principles are at the heart of it. So, the next time you see an apple fall from a tree, remember not just the man, but the enduring impact of his scientific legacy.
What does it mean to be truly happy? What are some different views on how to achieve happiness?
Getting to real happiness is kind of like a puzzle, you know? It's more than just feeling good. It's about that deep down fulfillment. There are a couple of ways to crack it, at least from what I've seen and felt. First up, it's all about the people we vibe with, our family and friends. There's something special about those moments when you're just hanging out, sharing stories, or cracking up over something silly. It's like those connections feed your soul. Then there's the whole personal achievement thing. It's not just about the big wins, but also those little victories, like when you finally get through a tough task. I remember this one time I finished a project that was a real headache, and the feeling was amazing. It wasn't just about getting it done, but realizing I pushed through challenges. What's clear is that being happy is about finding that sweet spot between connecting with others and growing yourself.
How do movies influence society and culture? What are examples of films that have had a significant impact?
Movies really have a way of shaking things up, don't they? They're not just about popcorn and passing time. They're powerful tools that can change how we see the world and even ourselves. Take To Kill a Mockingbird. It's not just a story, it's a conversation starter on racial injustice. Watching it was an eye-opener for me, pushing me to think deeper about fairness and empathy in our society. Then there's The Pursuit of Happiness. It made me realize that no matter the obstacles, there's always hope. This tale of struggle and success really hits home, teaching us about resilience and the power of not giving up. Movies have this incredible ability to influence not just our culture but our individual actions and beliefs, proving just how impactful cinema can be in our lives and the world at large.